Let your hair down, baby. Let's have a natural ball. Let your hair down, baby. Let's have a natural ball. If you're not happy, well, it ain't no fun at all. You know you can't take it with you. That's one thing for sure. You know you can't take it with you. That's one thing for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with you, baby. A T-bone shuffle won't cure. Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here with yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's T-Bone Shuffle by the great T-Bone Walker. Let's get right to it. We're tuned to open G. That's an A string tuned down to G. You can tune off of E. And this is a D string tuned normal to D. And a G string tuned normal to G. Always tune your G string normal. Open G tuning, super common cigar box guitar tuning. So this one is a swinging blues in the key of G. Let's get right to it. Third finger, second string on the 5th fret. I use my fingers, by the way. I don't use picks on the 3-stringers. Sometimes I use them on a 4-stringer. But you can use a pick if you like. So third finger is going to be on 2-5. First finger is going to be on 1-3, and then you're going to walk up with your second finger to 1-4. Then you simply play all 3 strings open. Remember, this is a swinging beat, so you're going to come back on the upbeat for that last chord. Notice how I did a fake down, and I come back on the up. That's a good way to get that swing feel. You can also do a little click on your guitar or whatever to make sure you got that downbeat right. Otherwise, you're get off time. Right? So you're hitting that chord on the upbeat, not the downbeat. My hand is hitting the guitar on the downbeat, but the chord is on the upbeat. So that might help you out. A lot of people have trouble with that at first because they're so used to playing rock and roll and simple blues. Everything's on the downbeat, right? But this syncopated stuff on the upbeat is a little tricky at first. For those of you who have been playing for a while, you probably already know all that. All right, so when we start out, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is a tricky but very cool lick. So I'm starting out with my third finger on 2-5, moving over to 1-3, and then my second finger to 1-4. Then I'm just hitting all 3 strings for the G chord. Remember, that last chord is on the upbeat, not the downbeat. So if your foot's doing this, the chord's going to be right there, not right there. It's boom, chick. That's what I call it, boom, chick. The boom is the downbeat. The chick is the chord on the upbeat. You can also see me go like that. That's to emphasize the fact that this is a chord on the upbeat. The downbeat's when I hit the guitar. The upbeat is when I strum. It's what gives this whole song that swing feel. All right, so let's slow this way down. Y'all are like, yes, please. It's tricky at first. So thumb is on 2-5. First finger is going to be on 1-3, walking up to 1-4 with your second finger. Then you do that. Y'all are probably like, what the heck's he beating that guitar for? That's the downbeat, which you do not play the chord on. You play the chord on the upbeat after that. It's reggae, basically, just for that split second. Some of you are like, what the heck? Just go with the feel. So here is the main riff of the whole song. It's tricky. Make sure you get that beat in there. I'm obviously way overemphasizing that, but it is really critical to get that in there. All right, real slow. That's the hardest part of the whole song. Slower. 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 Now I'm thinking you may not be able to see my thumb here, so I'm going to roll this down just a bit more. You can use a pick on this if you like. Don't think that you can't. I just way prefer my fingers on this, but if you prefer a pick, that's cool too. So look at the thumb and first finger down here. Let me move it down just a bit more here. There we go. My first finger is doing that upstrum on the open. Real slow up close on the right hand. Now we play a similar riff except for one little thing. So I'm going to put these two together. Only difference there is I'm hitting that note twice instead of going to that note right there. Instead of going to my first string 4th fret, I'm ending it on the first string 3rd fret. So those two together. Now the second part. The only difference is the last note. Instead of hitting 1, 4, I'm hitting 1, 3. So you start out with 1, 4. Right there. As you can tell, we're doing the regular old 1-4-5 blues progression with that lick thrown in there, which is really cool. So here's the 1, which is G. Here's the 4. Back to the 1. 5. Walk her down to the 4. 1. Turn around. Now there's a lot going on there, right? So let's slow it down. That's the 1. 4. 1. 5, 4, 1. And you do a walk up. So I'll take it from that 5. That takes you up to the 5 for the turnaround. Now this is seemingly very difficult and weird, right? But it's just a straight up blues shuffle, but it's that swinging beat that throws some people off here. So if you play just strictly a rhythm on this, it'd be ba-dum bum, 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 ba-dum bum. That's the whole thing played with less of a swing feel, I guess you would say. That's more of a straight up shuffle there. So it's still the 1-4-5. Just listen to the original recording as you play this, and you'll kind of get used to it. It's a little weird at first, probably, if you're used to straight 4-4, non-swinging blues, more rockin' blues, then this might be a little weird at first, but it's a great introduction to a swing style. So that's your swinging rhythm right there, and you can cut into that after you do a verse or two, and then come back to the riff right there. So the rhythm is going to be a straight up. So here's how I do it. I'm doing a lot of choking, obviously, so I'll take the choking out, which is a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to do the walking blues with the bass notes. Let your hair down, baby. Let's have a natural ball. I'm not choking anything. Let your hair down, baby. Let's have a natural ball. If you're not happy, well, it ain't no fun at all. You know you can't take it with you. That's one thing for sure. You know you can't take it with you. That's one thing for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with you, baby. A T-bone shuffle won't cure. And then you're back to the main part there. So that might help you out a little bit. I tend to do a lot of the choking because it gives it much more of a swing feel. You don't have to do any of that choking though. But when I'm doing this song, it sounds like this. Choking with the left hand. There's tons of my videos on this channel that show you how to do that. It gives it a really heavy swing beat, I guess you'd say. Everything is choked. But I'm choking with the fretting hand, which is really super, did I say super quadruple, super important. If you want to play these swing beats, you got to be choking with the fretting hand, which at first, I'll tell you up front, it's hard to do. It took me a good month or two to figure that out. Open tune is a whole different feel because you got to choke everything. It's a lot more difficult most of the time, depending on the key, to choke with open tuning than it is to choke with a natural tuning. So this is my rhythm. Notice how every single beat is choked. But you get a rhythm between these fingers and this hand, so both hands eventually kind of figure it out. At first it's going to be pretty tough, I think, for people who've never done that. It was pretty tough for me. It took me months to get that. It's easier on a 6-string, but you don't have all the nuances of the open chords, right, on the 6-string. So in that instance, it does, from that standpoint, make it difficult, more difficult, I guess, on a 6-string sometimes. Anyway. All right, so when we start out the song, you're right there doing that swing beat. So don't start practicing this too fast. Start out slow, and then slow it down some more, 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 and try that. Seriously. So a lot of people will start out, they want to play it at this tempo, which is about the right tempo. That's pretty fast. So I would say get a metronome or get your foot tapping to whatever tempo feels the best for you, right? If you can't quite get the notes and the chords right at that tempo, slow it down a little more, like this. So have fun with that. Please subscribe to my channel, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one since 2004. Over 4,000 sold in 20 years. We'll see you next time.